All right, this is Divine Arcane and Shadow Pony. We're interviewing Tiff Whitney today and representing Mainframe Radio. So I'll start off with the first question. Tiff, what was your reason for starting to make music?
My reason for starting to make music. Oh gosh. Uh, Pretty much just like I had nothing else in my life at the time. Like I wasn't good at sports. I wasn't really academically excelling. And every time I would sit down and play the piano, people would tell me, at least pretend to tell me that I was good. And so it just kind of, you know, in a small sense, just kind of got to me. And I was like, I guess I'm good at music now. So I'm going to start making music because it seems like the only thing I'm good at.
All right. How did you become a brony, and what season, if you remember, did you jump in?
I became a brony while watching Netflix with my friends. My friend showed me a while back, like as soon as the first bronies started coming out of the caves, as you would. He showed me a bracelet that he had, like one of the first ones ever sold, and I was like, what the crap is that? And he said, it's a brony bracelet. I was like, what's a brony? He told me. I was like, wow, that sounds really weird, man. And so he tried to get me to watch an episode, and I didn't want to watch it. Like, we couldn't get past like the first 2 seconds. I was just like, nope. You're trying to get me to watch My Little Pony. There's no way this is happening. He's like, no, it's actually really good. I watch it with my niece, and it's actually pretty good. It's like, what the crap is wrong with you? So later, I was watching Netflix with my friend, and very long story short, watched the first episode as a joke, and because there's a second, it leaves you hanging on a cliffhanger. We watched the second episode, and we were like, what? It's pretty funny. We watched it kind of as jokingly, just for kicks and giggles. We watched the first and second season in one night, and then from then on, like, it was just kind of like a running joke between me and my friends. Oh, I guess I'm a brony now, and it wasn't until I actually stumbled across the pony music that I was actually like, wow, this is actually some serious stuff. And then just kind of escalated from there. And yeah.
I just noticed from you talking right now, it was literally a cliffhanger considering Twilight was hanging on a cliff. It took me 5 seasons to just notice that. Did you just notice that too, or did you already know?
No, I didn't. That's actually really funny.
All right, so how have you been seeing, like, have you noticed the pony music evolve over time, or has it been just like the same old?
Like, I don't know. Like, do I think it's evolved? Yes, in a sense, it has evolved. Because the fandom has evolved tremendously, and but with different artists comes new sounds, and they're discovering new people.
Apparently, Silverleaf is bae. Anywho, what I'm going to ask next is, do you think the apocalypse of the brony fandom is near, with the end of season 5 coming eventually?
With the end of season 5. Well, according to My Little Dashie, the show is supposed to go on for 8 seasons.
What the fuck?
So,
sorry.
Wait, what?
I mean, what the buck?
Seasons.
I mean, what the buck?
No. I'm joking. Like My Little Dashie was like one of the first fanfic books ever, and the guy like I don't know, Forrest Rain reads it on his channel. I think it's Forrest Rain, either Forrest Rain or Mike the Mike, or both.
Both.
They both do like reading and stuff. And in My Little Dashie, he says that the show went on for 8 seasons, but then was canceled or something like that.
And that's canon. Come on, I saw
know.
that too. That was canon.
It's totally canon. But in all actuality, no, I don't think the Brony fandom itself is ever gonna die, because I mean, just look at like Star Trek fans and like Star Wars fans and Doctor Who, well, Whovians, sorry, forgive me. None of those fandoms ever died out, you know. They still had fans, and there's still fans today. And I think the My Little Pony franchise itself has been around for a very long time. But the fan base just barely kind of appeared, and it's become so strong and so like, I don't know, like such a big thing in such a short amount of time. A lot of people thought that it would die out really quickly, but I think that the fandom may, you know, it may go like kind of in the back corner of fandoms. You know, other fandoms will rise up out of the dust and, you know, overshadow it over time. But I think there will still be My Little Pony fans for many, many years to come.
All right. That's nice to know, because a lot of people have been saying, you know, after season 5, they're just going to leave the fandom, or some people right now are leaving the fandom. But, you know, as soon as something great comes up, they're going to come back.
Oh, yeah. Just like what happened with Twilight Sparkle becoming an alicorn.
But, you know, with the new hairdo, everyone loved that.
Oh, yeah. Everyone freaked out over that.
In a good way. All right.
Yeah.
Another question is, what is your favorite genre of music? And it's not the one you make.
No, actually, it is not the one I make. Surprisingly, my favorite genre of music to listen to, like when I'm with friends, I play dubstep, and, you know, we party and we have a good time. But when I'm alone and I'm just sitting there like doing homework or anything, the music that I truly love to listen to, I'd have to say is like, I'm gonna name three things that I listen to constantly. Owl City, Two Steps from Hell, and Queen.
Nice.
It's like
nice.
The three things I listen to in my spare time.
You got my seal of approval on all three. All our classics. All our classics, especially Queen.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, Shadow Pony, you got any questions for Tiff?
I do. Mostly I have is, I think I still have some, I don't know, but, not at the top of my head. Oh, yeah. If one of your friends was considering on joining the fandom, how would you persuade the idea of him to join the him or her or they or she join the fandom?
Well, I've never quite ever tried to really persuade anyone. Usually, honestly, if you bombard them enough with just who you are and are just like, you know, you wear a pony shirt occasionally and, you know, you listen to pony music in your car with them, if they're your friend and you hang around them enough, after time, they're just going to crack and they're going to become one. That's something I've learned. Like, I know a guy in my neighborhood recently who's a really good friend, and he since day one, like we've kind of been open about being bronies, me and my friends that are bronies. And he was always just like, nope, you guys are really weird. Like he never really shunned us for it, but he always just kind of made fun of us, like you and your pony weirdness, you know? And just over time, he finally was like, you know what, there's a reason why people like this. I'm gonna give it a shot. And he went and found out for himself. So I guess one of the best things you could do is just tell them to go find out for themselves, because one thing that you shouldn't do is like sit them down in a chair and like watch them over their shoulder and force them to watch an episode, like looking at their face, like for any, like, you know, because I had a friend who would do that. He would like shove someone in front of his computer monitor and be like watching their every move as they're watching this episode, like, oh dude, I like it, do you like it, you know? And that never really worked. So I'd say like the best thing to do would be just like let them know it's there and tell them that you just personally think it's a good thing, and just like let them figure it out for themselves.
All right. I actually been on the opposite of that spectrum. Except I never showed them the show. I showed them, you know, the fan, like all the fan animators that make their own animations.
Yeah.
Like those, like I showed those and memes. Yeah, that one was the first one I showed. And they're like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" It's like, you look at
That's
these
actually,
memes.
Yeah.
I did that to my cousin. Like he would like always like, it's like, you pony fag, and like, hey, keep watching, just look at this. And I did bombard him with a bunch of like the memes, but I never showed him any of the show. It was only like after a week that he cracked, and then he wanted to watch the show, and he's been a brony for like a couple of years now. So yeah, both ways can work. You can just tell them, hey, it's cool, or you can badger them to death and they'll crack. I choose the mainstream appeal.
Yeah.
Another question.
I had a friend. Yeah. Go ahead.
A question I have on hand is, if you were to have the money to get a plush, who would you buy and why? If you had the money to buy a plush.
Okay. I attended the infamous Las Pegasus convention in Las Vegas. And that was my first convention, so you can imagine, it's like, whoa, okay, is this how all cons are? And I will forever hate zebras.
Why?
Because of that. There was this freaky cosplayer who wore this skin-tight zebra spandex outfit, and he had this creepy mask that he would wear, and he just looked terrifying. I found like one picture of him on Google Images, and I wanted to burn my monitor. He terrified me so much. But that aside, I saw the actual, like, it was like the best plush company that sells the plushies, Equestria Plush. Well, at the time it was the best. Their like cheapest one was like $400.
Damn.
And I was sitting there looking, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. And I looked at a Fluttershy, because, you know, my favorite pony is Fluttershy. And I was like, oh, you know, it's good. But, you know, the problem with Fluttershy is because her hair is so like wavy, it's really hard to capture that in plush form.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't think they did very well, but they had a bonbon there that was like really amazing. And to this day, I kind of want it.
We all do.
The reason I asked that question is there's a plush maker that I just got my OC Silverleaf made. I just got it today. I'll post pictures later. But
Awesome.
her name is Nervous Stitch. If you ever want to get a custom OC made, I recommend her and stuff like that, because her prices are really decent. I got mine for $155. When she starts making stallions, it's going to be $175. for Shadow to be made.
The lag is real.
Huh? Oh, you can't hear me?
We're lagging, bro.
It's real.
What about now?
Give it a couple minutes.
Technical difficulties?
Yep. We're having technical difficulties, so please just imagine Spike smoking weed until everything's good. Just imagine that.
Hey, Fluttershy wet.
Whoa, Maine.
Well, this is still
We're
gonna
like in Cloudsdale right now.
It's still recording since you guys are lagging, it's probably gonna still pick it up on my voice, so I'm just gonna continue and go it anyway. But yeah, I recommend Never Stitch and stuff like that on the MLP forums. I'll link her to her site. She actually has 3 open spots, so grab them while they're open. See what the quote is. I actually have her on Skype and stuff, so if you can send me in some sort of description or a picture and say, hey, what is the quote for this, and she'll give me a quote and I'll post it to you guys. But I do recommend anyone out there who needs a custom plush, I do recommend you to go to Never Stitch's MLP forums. Her prices are well, the OC's very good quality and stuff like that, and you see out there for a good reasonable price.
All right. We'll check that out.
Sounds good. Yeah.
All right, Tiff. I know you already told me once at least, but I'll ask again. Why is your name Tiff Whitney? Why do you have it that way?
Okay. I should probably just put this in the description of my channel. Tiff Whitney, the TIF is it's shortened 3 words, which means this is for. And so my full name technically is This Is For Whitney. And Whitney was one of my best friends for a very long time. And and she passed away in an accident a few years ago. And right before she passed away, I had just begun actually like producing my own music. I still hadn't gotten into electronic music, but
You're breaking up just a bit.
More technical difficulties. Imagine Tree Hugger and Fluttershy doing LSD. Sorry about that. That's actually wasn't for the mood at all.
Are we good?
Yeah, I think we're good. We can just possibly do an overlay or something. And we're back.
Okay. So she was like one of the first people who ever believed in my music, and so I decided to name my alias This For Whitney because she was one of the first inspirations to really get me started in my music career.
Well, that's some strong stuff. Most musicians don't probably have that drive. Maybe some do, but that's a strong drive to have as a musician. To have that like in there in your history, man. That's good.
I already asked you this question before in a different video. Well, one that we tried to capture yesterday and failed miserably. But I already asked you this question, and 3 pony conventions that you want to go to, and why?
Okay. BronyCon because all my friends are going. BronyCon because I've always wanted to perform, and RottleCon because I love the people there.
Good cons.
Colorado's like my second home.
All right, so who's your favorite Brony musician?
Who's your favorite To add on to that question, who is your favorite Brony musician? and what Brony musician inspired you to do the entire rig you're doing now?
Okay. My favorite Brony musician. Oh, dang! Like, I don't know. I had a lot of favorites back in the day, but like honestly, to be brutally honest, like a lot of my favorite Brony musicians like turned out to be different people than I thought they were.
It happened to you. It happened to you too. I know what happened.
Oh yeah. You know, I'm sitting there going like, oh, these guys are so great. And then I meet them in real life and it's like, wow, okay, never mind. But when it comes to like musical
abilities,
like just music I just listen to when it comes to Brony music, I listen to a lot of Alex S. and I love Glaze, Wooden Toaster, his stuff, but the Brony musician that has inspired me the most, I'd have to say, is Aoshi, because he's awesome and he helped me through a lot of crap when I started as a musician.
True.
He's like my big brother in the fandom.
Yeah. You said before that he kind of like put you under his wing. Did you guys ever work on any tracks?
Yeah. We actually have a song on my YouTube channel called Spook. We produced that together for Halloween. I think we released it on Halloween or the day after or something like that. We released it around Halloween. It's centered around Pinkamena and cupcakes kind of thing. One of my favorite original pieces, it was loosely based on the Amnesia Machine for Pigs, because I had just played that and I was like, ooh, I want to make a scary song. So I wrote that, and then Aoshi made the absolutely amazing rap based around Pinkamena, and it just kind of fit together amazingly. It's one of my older pieces, so like the quality isn't that good, but the feel is definitely there. And then I assisted him on another track with Tuner Symphon. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if he hears this and I butchered his name, but we worked on a track together, kind of a three-way collab, just a little bit. And yeah, we definitely we were working on this other song with Next Gen. We're gonna call it Trendsetters a while back, but it kind of died out. We want to bring it back, but yeah, we definitely need to do more. I wish we could do more, but yeah.
All right. Any ideas for? Are you making any new tracks soon? Like more, or how's your plan? Seeing like everything.
So my plan is I'm gonna be leaving for 2 years on my LDS mission. And so I'm working on a new album, well, a new EP, really. It's just a few songs. It's called Anxiety, and it's kind of more of a Cohen feel for a few of the songs. It's more like kind of a drum step, relaxing type thing. I'm kind of branching off from the high energy stuff. Like I do a lot of high energy. Almost every song on my channel is incredibly high energy, or at least I try to make it high energy. But this new, a few of the songs that I'm making recently are going to be kind of more chill. They're still going to be awesome, but a little more relaxing kind of stuff. And I'm just going to be like throwing out like 20 tracks right before I leave, just kind of appease, appease the fans one last time, give them something to listen to while I'm gone. Then I'm hoping to come back 2 years from now and make a comeback, unless dubstep is completely dead by then, and they're making gargantuan room house or something.
I doubt it'll ever die. It's like buried itself in music.
I'll doubt that the dubstep will die because Dead Mouse made a remix with One Trick Pony.
But so yeah.
All right. Also, this is more the funner. Let's get some more lighter questions in here. Okay. Favorite episode, favorite season, and favorite pwn. Go.
Oh, okay. Favorite pwn.
We already know who his favorite pwn is.
Yeah. Discord is close too, though.
He's not a pwn, but he's like part.
He can be whatever he wants.
Technically, he is the goddess of chaos, so he can be anything he wants. For God's sake, he was another pony. In the last episode of season 4, he was another pony.
Who say what name?
Huh?
He was a pony?
Yeah, you didn't notice?
No.
Oh, cool. Okay. Okay.
Anyways.
But no.
My favorite season has to be season 2, just because that's like the most I had, because it was like when I first started getting into the fandom, and I became a brony as soon as season 2 was kind of ending. And so when I watched, I forget the name, oh my gosh, the episodes where Shining Armor gets married to Princess Cadence, those were like the last episodes.
Yeah, the wedding.
So
the royal wedding.
A Canterlot wedding.
Yeah.
Canterlot wedding part 1, part 2.
Last episodes, and I didn't know if they were making a 3rd season. They hadn't announced the 3rd season yet, and so I'm sitting here going, no, I just got into this. I don't want it to end already, because I blew through like the 1st and 2nd season in like 2 weeks, and so. My favorite episode. I don't know, man. It's been a long time. Like I've been on kind of like a hiatus from My Little Pony. I have to say my favorite episode of all time has to be the Diamond Dog episode.
Really?
Either that or Dragon Shy. Never mind, Dragon Shy is my favorite.
All right, I can live with that.
I can live with that too. Fluttershy approves.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
So, yeah.
All right. Unless I can think of anything else really at the moment. Oh yeah, are you an avid fanfic reader or not really?
I have never read a fanfic in my life.
Oh.
My brother writes them though.
Like the ones for MLP or?
Yeah. He wrote. My brother once wrote a fanfic that like dwarfed Past Sins and like oh my gosh, what's it called? Upheaval and Fallout Equestria.
What was it called?
Well, he never released it. Because of like certain reasons. Like he's in the middle of writing another book right now, and like actually like trying to become an author. And so he wrote like a fanfic of his own book and My Little Pony. It was really cool. It was super, super long though. It was like a 600 or 700 page book.
Do you know how many words
Something
though?
like that. It was
the word count?
I have no idea.
Oh.
It was crazy though.
I'd read it. Well,
it was big, but yeah. So I've never like, okay, well, I guess technically it's a lie because people constantly tried to troll me by sending me Clopfics all the time to bug me. And yeah, so I've read the first little bit of quite a few Clopfics, but as soon as I realized what they were, I was like, oh, never mind. So
All right.
when it comes to reading, I'm not a reader, period. So yeah.
All right. It seems you have a very talented family so far.
Yeah. My sister's way better at the piano than I am.
Damn. I feel ya.
Yeah.
Play the piano, but my little sister's like getting really good at the violin. She's like too young for this. She's too young to get this good.
I hate that. Yeah.
Yeah, what you gonna do? So, and do you want to make any crazy theories that's gonna happen in the fandom? Because like sometimes it's fandom drama. It's always fun to predict them before they actually happen. So we can say we thought it was gonna happen.
I actually correctly predicted the new episode where they swapped and had the background characters be the main characters for an episode. I totally predicted that a while ago. I was like, they're totally going to do that. Just watch. Mark my words. And they did. So I feel good about myself for that one. I haven't watched the latest episodes. I've kind of gotten behind. Like I said, I kind of had like a little hiatus from My Little Pony and a lot of other stuff, and even music for a while when my laptop died. Someone spilled water on it. And so I actually don't know if this is the case because I'm so far behind, but I just want the freaking Cutie Mark Crusaders to get their cutie marks, or at least one of them.
None of them have gotten it yet, just to give you that.
Okay, I figured it would have been a big deal.
Memes would have exploded out of proportion.
I'm gonna predict that the Cutie Mark Crusaders are gonna get their cutie marks by the end of the series. Because if they don't, then they're gonna have some really angry fans on their hands.
I do agree in that. I do agree with that. It's been about 5 seasons, and yet they're still yet to get their cutie marks. As soon as it hits, they better get. If they don't get their cutie marks in season 5, they better get it in season 6. Because if they don't get it in season 6 and 7 and 8, people are going to be really upset with Hasbro.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a very upset fandom. Very upset fandom.
They're getting older, and they're like becoming the only little fillies in all of Equestria who are freaking blanks. Freaking
Bab Seed's got her cutie mark, but yet we still don't know what it looks like.
I think it's just scissors. Because she cuts hair, styles hair.
We're probably, my prediction is that we're going to see Bab Seed sometime soon with her cutie mark, but I'm surprised that Bab Seed's got her cutie mark before the cutie mark Crusaders. But
okay,
to include into that, they have to at least show some growth that they're getting older. Ponies can't be small forever.
No, they have showed some growth with the voice acting, if you've noticed.
I have not.
Sweetie Belle's voice hasn't as cracked as much recently in this season. And all their voices have just changed a tiny bit, but considerably. So there is some show of maturity in their voice.
Yeah, there's always a little bit of like voice difference in every cartoon over time. Like, because the characters get more comfortable, they grow into the character more. They grow older as well. Like if you watch, like I just watched the first season of SpongeBob, and I was like, wow, he sounds totally different in the first like 3 seasons, and then he like gets more like throaty and more like, I don't know. But yeah,
he plays with it more. Noticed. Okay, another crazy prediction. Let me put on. I predict that Mike the Mike will come back with Tombstone, cause like he'll quit his label and say "Pwn for life till I ride," and they're gonna make some crazy ass song. They'll just blow everything out for like the next 2 decades.
The only problem is that the living Tombstone is no longer just Yoav or whatever his name is. I'm sorry, whatever. Anyways, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's no longer just him anymore. It's like him and like 6 other guys.
What the heck?
I can tell you. I can tell you that
not just him anymore.
There's 2 used to be bronies. I believe they still carry their names, but Mando Pony has sort of started fading away and started doing gaming PC stuff like that. I just looked at his channel.
Five Nights at freaking Freddy's.
That game, they're making it Five Nights at Freddy's 4, the final one. You do know that, right? And that game's probably gonna be shit, to be honest. But the Living Tombstone and the Mando Pony are starting to fade away from the entire fandom. But also Laser Pawn 3, one who makes laser stuff and stuff like that, he's still into the fandom, but he's still doing laser stuff, which is quite cool because I follow him on Facebook and stuff, but he's pretty damn cool still. So he should, honestly, my comeback theory is that Laser Pawn 3 will come back and become a brony and be like, fuck it, brony time.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I put another suggestion on the table. At one con in the future, Next Gen will just get beat up by like some random gang member. I just put that out there. Like I can just imagine it. I can just imagine it.
Okay, he has the air. Like he's not necessarily like a dirtbag. Like he puts on the air of one, and he kind of like makes you think that he is one, but like really deep down, he's like a really cool guy. Not even deep down. It's just, you know, it's just you look at him, you're like, oh, you know, does he hate me or something? And just because he has that kind of like air of
aura,
you know, yeah, that kind of energy, that I can totally see that happening.
Yeah. All
and
right.
Next Gen is totally gonna collab with me and make a song called Derpy Cadence Sakura Prime.
Yes, one day.
Next Gen, I hope you're listening to this. We're gonna do it.
I will poke Next Gen for you so he can hear this. So
you all need to tell Next Gen to collab with me and make a just like name any pony and put Prime at the end. Seriously, he will freak out. He will get so pissed if like just like say, hey Next Gen, you should make a song called Apple Bloom Prime with Tiff, and like tweet it to him, and like show, like, you know, tag me in it, because like he will seriously freak out. He'll get so pissed.
What's
it's
your
so funny.
What's your Twitter name again?
Post it in the chat. I'm actually gonna tweet this now.
It's Tiff Whitney Loves You.
I'll do it in Spanish.
But like LUVS or LOVZU or something. I don't know. Just type in like at Tiff Whitney and it should come up. But yeah, just like do that. And if we could start like a Twitter trend of like people bugging the crap out of Next Gen about this, that'd be so funny.
I can't find it, guys. Okay, I'll retweet it.
Yeah.
Shadow Pony, you do it. Anywho, this has been Divine Arcane, Shadow Pony, and we've been happy to have you here, Tiff Whitney. Cool dude.
Thank
Everyone
you.
Subscribe to him on YouTube before he leaves. Listen to his EP, Anxiety. Is that what it's called? Stress?
Yep. Anxiety.
Anxiety.
It'll be out soon once I get my laptop fixed.
All right. Good night. Good night, everybody.
Good night, every pony and non-brony out there. You will be shamed, non-bronies. We will take over.
Mainframe Radio out.